What's up, YouTube? ODST General back again with another channel and Operation Trebuchet news update. So guys, obviously it's been a while since I've posted anything with the channel, and I would like to apologize for that. Now, if you're on the Discord, you already know what the reason behind this is. Unfortunately, right now is kind of a crazy time of year for me. Normally it is, even. But unfortunately, my boss just went on a leave of absence for a few months due to surgery at work. So we work in a very small area, and one person leaving, unfortunately, has a huge impact on the workload. So that's increased a lot of time taken up at work, and a lot of free time. Like yesterday, I was supposed to have off, but ended up working. Beyond that, you know, of course, Red Dead Redemption came out, and I'm a huge fan of that. I don't really have the capability to capture from my Xbox in high definition and get it onto my computer for rendering and editing. Otherwise, you guys would be seeing probably a ton of Red Dead videos coming out from me. But beyond that, this month is going to be really busy for a lot of games and stuff that I normally cover on the channel, so I'm going to try and get some videos out. I've actually got a couple videos already recorded from War Thunder, and I think the other one I recorded was maybe Stormworks. I can't remember anymore, but the big thing is editing. Like, recording the videos isn't too bad. Like, I can get that done, but like taking the time to sit down, edit the videos, watch through like an hour video, you know, then take another half an hour plus to edit out stuff and all that. It's very time consuming. That's not including the time rendering the videos, which is quite a long time. So I'd like to apologize for that, guys. I don't know exactly when we're going to return to kind of normal release of Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays for the Optray stuff. Hopefully by like January, maybe. I don't know. That's when my boss is supposed to get back. Things will have kind of calmed down for me at work then anyways. But beyond that, I do want to talk about some Operation Trebuchet news. Now, unfortunately, a lot of this news wasn't out Friday, otherwise I would post it on the normal day. And normally I would just wait until next Friday to post this, but, well, I'll talk about that more in a minute, why I'm not doing that. So, the big thing that got released yesterday, news-wise, finally after ages, is Zephyr Souza. She showed off some new battle rifle stuff they're doing. So they're redoing the battle rifle. I'm going to throw that on screen now and place my face here. So with this new battle rifle, you guys are going to see, you know, it's based off the Halo 2, Halo 3 version. It's still very, very early work in progress. This will probably not get released in Optray Z. According to Scorch, they're hoping to actually have this coincide with the release of the next mod update. So typically Zephyr says something like a weapon can take her maybe, you know, a couple months to, or, you know, a few weeks to a couple months to get into game and working. So I don't know if that's a possible timeline for the next mod update is going to be something like, you know, January, February. I don't know how that's going to look. But they did talk a little bit about how this is going to work. This will be a replacement for the current one in-game, from my understanding, and it's going to be modular, much in the same way the DMR is. So we'll have interchangeable barrels, so you'll have a short barrel version, you'll have a heavy barrel, so on and so forth. Of course, the scope's going to be interchangeable just like before, so that's probably not going to come as a surprise to anybody, I don't think. Beyond that, you know, she's just been streaming this on her channel. It's a really good looking model already, but it's still a ways off, so I don't know exactly what to say on this beyond that yet, because it's just basically early block out and stuff. Well, a little bit beyond early block out, but still pretty close to that stage. Yeah, so that was kind of the big thing from yesterday. Now, a lot of people, like always, and this I don't think is ever going to end, have been asking me about the First Contact update. With First Contact, there's been a lot of questions. We've known it's been getting geared up, and it's going to be the next release from the Optray team. We didn't know when, and we heard about maybe 2 weeks ago that the devs were aiming for sometime before Thanksgiving. However, just today, actually, on the Discord, Somebody said, if you guys do release First Contact this month, can you do it on Thanksgiving? I need a good excuse to get away from my family. Don't we all? Anyways, Scorch said that is actually the plan for the mod. So it looks like probably Thanksgiving Day is when we will see the release of First Contact. That is very close by. Of course, there's always the possibility in any sort of game development that problems are going to arise that were unforeseen. Unexpected bugs, stuff like that, especially when you start taking everybody's work and merging it together. But Thanksgiving's really close by. I have a hard time, imagining that, like, Scorch of all people would say, hey, Thanksgiving's the plan, if he did not very, very assuredly think that Thanksgiving was a very doable thing. So that leads us to what's going to be in the First Contact mod. Now, the devs have still remained pretty tight-lipped about what's going to be included. We know the Halo 3 armor is going to be included, that's for sure. Morthon has said that his brutes have basically been on hold since the last time me and him had talked about them, and that was supposed to be, kind of estimated to be out in October. But they had like 6 to 8 months left of work on them. So, I mean, I don't know if he's restarted work at all. I don't think he has, so we might be looking out until, like, potentially next August or something before we actually see the brutes. So they're probably not going to be included in First Contact unless he's just been, like, really coy about it and he's actually put a ton of work in and got the brutes working. That would be a major surprise, but I don't really foresee that actually happening because he's been so open about development of the brutes in the first place. So what can we expect? Well, unfortunately, Drake Darren actually was talking about First Contact the other day. He said that a lot of the models he's made, a lot of the models I've shown off on the channel as stuff to be replaced is now old, it's outdated, and his work then wasn't quite as good, so he's not going to be releasing that to the dev team to put in-game because he doesn't want to have to rework something later on down the road. It's something that he feels is inferior now, and I can certainly understand and appreciate that fact. Though as a player of the mod rather than a member of the development team, that is very frustrating for me because I would love to see that content since it is so superior to the current assets in there. And that's, including, like, the vehicles and stuff like that. A lot of the vehicles we've shown off, so, like, the Spirit, the Wraith tank, all of that stuff is unfortunately, it's got to be completely redone. So we're not going to see the Spirit dropship, which is something I was really, really looking forward to. The Wraith tank, I felt was pretty viable, too, as a vehicle. Looking forward to that one, although not quite as much as the Spirit, actually. But we're not going to be seeing that, so that pretty much guarantees that this update's going to be limited to weapons and maybe possibly the elites, although Drake Darren's kind of said that the elites he had, the models he showed off, are now old models. He considers them to be old. And given his stance on the vehicles, I would imagine that same stance extends to the elites as well. Unfortunately, that means that we may be stuck with buggy elites for another, 5-6 years. All joking aside, he's like, oh yeah, well, we can wait a year. Unfortunately, First Contact was supposed to have an update like 3 months after its initial release, and that never happened. In fact, years went by before an update might come out, and we still haven't gotten this update yet. But, yeah, I don't know. So I guess the big thing we can expect for sure, like I said, is the Halo 3 Marines, an overhaul to probably the plasma rifle pistol, probably the carbine's going to work its way in, I would imagine. If we're really lucky, the elites are going to get reworked. I'm really hoping for that, at least, because I think the elites are a big part of why people don't play that mod. Is just like it's not even that they're bad models per se. But they've got that the texture tearing and stuff, and that ruins them a lot for a lot of people because they look ridiculous. Then, I mean, like, barring that, I mean, they could be better models. They are like some of his earliest work, but they aren't actually bad. I mean, they were pretty decent models, and yeah, they could see improvements, but they were definitely playable if you'd fix those few bugs that they had with them. And I know the dev team tends to want to stick with with the insurrection stuff because it's more generally accepted by the Arma community. But I know a lot of community members really want to see the Covenant be put in and like properly integrated, and I'm definitely one of the people who want to see that. Other than that, guys, though, I think that's all there is to talk about. I could go on for a while since I haven't done a video in ages, but, you know, we're going to have to end it here and wrap it up, I think. Anyways, guys, let me know what your thoughts are on First Contact and Operation Trebuchet. As always, I want to know what you guys are looking forward to the most. You know, where you're wanting to see the most in First Contact, and of course the regular mod with the updates. What are your thoughts on that battle rifle? Let me know in the comments below, guys. I also want to say one more time, thank you all to everybody in the channel, not just the Optray fans, but like the emergency fans, you know, all the first responder stuff, everybody who watches the channel. I know I've been really inactive lately, so I just want to extend a thank you to those of you who are on the Discord, still hanging out, still talking, and those of you who are, you know, just commenting on videos, still keeping the channel active and keeping that community engagement up. That is really appreciated, guys. Other than that, though, I guess I'll see you guys maybe hopefully Thursday. You know, I'll see about trying to get those other videos out depending on how today goes and editing goes, but this is the first one I want to do, so this video is going to take top priority for editing and getting it out, even though it's the last recorded. So like I said, hopefully Thursday we'll have that Optray update. We'll see, but take it easy, guys. I'll see you in the next video.